You go on a little show called Canada's versus the World. And from what I read, you were called last minute.
I was actually, yeah. I was a alternate.
Okay.
Yes. So I was. I had time to prepare my package and do that kind of stuff, but it wasn't guaranteed that I was going to be on the show.
Okay.
It was kind of a, an up in the air thing, and it's very common in Drag Race to have alternates throughout seasons. It's just a thing that is done obviously in like production. So when they called and asked, I have a very good relationship with like the producers of the show and the casting people. When they called and asked, I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? Gonna go home first. No, but like I didn't even know if I was gonna get on the show, right? Like I basically found out Friday night and we went to camera on Monday.
Wow. And you
I
had
left
already
on
had your
Tuesday.
package ready.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think in retrospect, if I had known I was going to be on the show, I think I would have maybe planned the looks a little bit differently because I was trying to get looks that I could still use if I wasn't going to be on the show. So, I mean, hindsight is 2020. But it is what it is. But I feel like, yeah, I would have done them a little bit more like Drag Race ready as opposed to just like stuff I could vibe in. But shit happens.
Do you think you should have gone home first?
I think my runway was on the lower end for sure. I didn't execute it the way that I wanted it to. So I think point system in that way, I do understand. But I don't think that my performance was bottom enough. In my opinion. And I watched it back many times. I think my verse was actually good.
Your verse was good.
I think my verse was good. I feel like it's like a thing. And I feel like I was vibing and I'm like, they can, I mean, you can choose any moment to fixate on, of course, and I understand that. But the performance, no. The runway, yes. And, it's kind of how they weight it.
Yeah.
It just kind of depends on how they weight it. So, yeah.
What did you feel in that moment?
That was probably one of like the lowest moments in my like life, to be honest with you. I was really, really, really struggling for a bit after that. Yeah, I was in a really, really dark place. Especially like going back to the hotel. Obviously, it's reality TV, so they take everything away from you, and like phones and all of that kind of stuff. And I was just so upset with myself. I was so disappointed. I felt like I had let myself down. I had let like my fans down. I had let everyone down, like my city, my country. And I just like, it took me a while to get out of that, to be honest with you. It was one of those moments in my life where I was like, I just feel very confident in what I do. And I am very proud of the career that I've developed and the stuff that I get to do and the work that I get to do. And it felt in that moment like I had ruined everything. Makes me sad to like think about it.
Well,
like to go back there.
Yeah.
It was a really, really, really sad feeling. And I think that I just like, I had so many regrets and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have planned better. I should have done this better and da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, it was, it was not my happiest moment for sure. But I am a believer and I've been through a lot of dark stuff in my life, to be honest with you, that the darkest times are what makes you appreciate the lightest times. And I feel obviously now, quite a lot of time has passed. It makes me appreciate everything that I get to do so much more. And it also made me appreciate like, my time on season 2 that went so much better and that kind of stuff. And it made me appreciate my career a lot. And, even kind of going back to my partner that I was discussing, it made me appreciate my life a lot more once I got out of that darkness. Because I don't really believe that you can be like truly happy unless you've been like truly devastated. Because how do you know
How do you know what the
antithesis is, right?
That's true.
So, life.
I was so disappointed. I will tell you. I was so excited that you were on, and then I had seen Reddit rumors, and I was like, please don't let these Reddit rumors be true. Please don't let them be true. And then they were, and I was like, oh my gosh.
But kind of iconic, me and Lemon, I will say. It is quite the pork chop circle.
It really is.
if I do say so myself.
You had a pretty iconic season. You had a lot of girls on there who I think were all amazing in their own right. I guess my one question is that I had an issue with in your season was the lighting.
I mean, okay.
Did you
Speak
feel,
on it.
Did you feel that when you were there, or did you feel like the lighting was proper when you were there? I know that's a really random question.
It's not random. You are like the millionth person that has said this. I didn't notice it when I was there for sure.
Okay.
I think that it's definitely something that has been fixed.
Okay.
I noticed a difference on Canada versus the world.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes, that was a difference.
Yeah, I think because it was a newer production. Obviously, there is some kinks that need to be worked out. It's just tough when you have people of all different skin tones.
True.
Right? And
True.
it certain lighting and photography and all that kind of stuff just doesn't work for everyone. So definitely something that needed to get massaged out.